Hello and welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so today I am going to be doing the final recap of both of my predictions about NVIDIA and Microsoft. So as you know, I've been doing predictions for both of these stocks for the entire month of April. I have been detailing my predictions. I have been showing them to you, developing in real time all these weeks, all these days, and now finally April has ended. The day of the recording of this video is the 1st of May, so tomorrow will be the release of this video. But anyways, the month of April has ended. It has proven to be a very difficult month. I mean, you can see right here the day it starts right here, all the way down here where it ends, basically on the red. The entire month was on the red. So this month was a very difficult one. We predicted this. I predicted this months in advance. I said back in February that April was going to be very difficult, that especially after the 15th of March, which is exactly what happened here. Look at this. After the 15th of March, the entire month of April was going to be very difficult. But we didn't have a very bright start to begin with anyway, so you can see clearly that after 15th of April it went just downhill. And we're basically just recovering, exactly as I predicted on the days that I predicted. So anyways guys, if you remember, I will be doing first NVIDIA and then I will be finishing the video with Microsoft. So okay guys, I don't have to do the entire recap for the day, each day. I mean, you already know what each circle means, what the strategy behind these predictions really is. So as you can see, I mean, this first week, the first week of April, I mean, was 100% correct in my assessments, 100% correct. And the second week of April, which ends right here on April 15, was also 100% correct. There were some details on some of these days. I mean, when you see 11 and 12, it doesn't mean that it's going to last both days, but it could be one or the other day. That's exactly what happened here. Now, this day, the next week, the third week of April, right here, we have after the eclipse, after April 15, which was the date that I predicted. You can see the entire stocks going downhill, not just NVIDIA, the entire market went downhill. This was when there were some geopolitical tensions. There still are, but the hot point was on this date, near April 15. So as you can see, it went downhill. The markets took a big, massive dip, exactly as I predicted, on the days that I predicted. And then it recovered, and we're going to be covering the last weeks of April now. So it recovered on April 23, which is exactly what you're seeing right here. I mean, this is April 23. The recovery began even a day after, in April 22. So remember, when there are no circles, it usually means that there's a transition for the circle. So we have a green circle right here, so it's normal, it's logical that the day prior to this circle, which is April 23, will also be leading up to the recovery. It might not be a green day, it could be a very volatile day, or a day where the price stays in range, but right here we saw that it was also a recovery on April 22. So okay, this is where April 23 ends. Now let's see what happens in April 24. So it was a dip. And as again, this didn't worry me because I predicted a big recovery by April 26 or 27. It will materialize in one of these 2 days. And exactly what happens is in February 26, which is Friday, the recovery finally reached its peak. I mean, kinda reached even higher on April 30, but then after that it went downhill. So let's begin. I mean, let's do some zoom in so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. So April 25 again was the leading precision. Was the transition for this big circle right here, the green circle. So April 25 was also a recovery, very much like April 22 in relation to this circle right here, which is April 23. So right here, the exact things that happened 1 day prior with April 25. You can see the recovery right here, and materialize went even higher on April 26. So what happens on April 29? Again, the price stays in range, leading up to the next phase of the circle right here, which is the final day of April, the month, which is April 30. So you can see right here, this is where, right here, this is where April 30 begins. Let's do some more zoom in. Right here it begins. So look at what happened. The entire day was a red day, exactly as I predicted. It will happen on April 30, exactly as I predicted. I mean, guys, I made this prediction like a month ago right now. I mean, you saw this developing in real time. I'm not making any of this up. I'm not doing any of these circles just after the month finished. I mean, you saw me going through every single day, every single circle since the month began, even before, because I made this prediction like on the final weeks of March. So you could be having the prediction ready for the entire month of April. I mean, guys, this is insane how accurate I am. It's insane. I probably think I'm the most accurate people right now. The most accurate person, anyways, if not an insider like Pelosi or whatever, doing this kind of stuff. I mean, this is insane. So anyways, okay, so exactly as I predicted, the last day of April was going to be a red day, which really materialized right here. And then today, which is the 1st of May, we also have a nice, well, not a nice book, because it's never nice to lose money, right? But we have another dip, which at the end of the day, it kind of materialized into a range. I mean, you can see the volatility right here. It went down, and then boom, it recovered, like very swift recovery right here. This is some big green candles right here. You can see the recovery, but then what happens? Another massive dip. So it kind of stays in range. I mean, it does count as a dip, but it kind of stays in range. There was some volatility on this day. So anyways, this is the end of my NVIDIA prediction. I mean, you can see right here, it is above 90% accurate, if not 100% accurate. I mean, this is insane. Every single day, 100% correct. Every single day, exactly as I predicted. Every single circle, every single trend, whatever, exactly as I predicted. I mean, this is insane, guys. But now let's go finally to Microsoft, which also is an incredibly accurate prediction. I mean, this is insane also. Remember, I've been doing these predictions since months ago. I mean, one of the first ones I made was in February. It was also 100% accurate. Now let's do some recap on what happened on the month of April. So again, guys, the same as before. I mean, all of this, you saw me develop this in real time with you. You all saw this. You all saw the circles before they developed. You also how they will, how I predicted the days will happen, everything like that. I mean, for example, look at this. This is April 15, the day of the big day that I predicted the markets were going to be downhill. And like I said, it was not just NVIDIA. The entire market went downhill. You're seeing it right here with Microsoft. I mean, this is insane also. Now, if you remember on my past videos, these circles are in green. But like I said in that video, my prediction about the 15th of April going to be a very difficult date for the market was so powerful, was so intense in the sense that I predicted it will happen months ago, and was so special because I really said that it will be a massive dip for the entire market, especially for NVIDIA, but you all know that NVIDIA carries the entire market with them. So if NVIDIA goes down, the entire market goes down. Very few stocks, very few financial instruments can actually withstand such a dip. And I predicted it will happen. So this prediction that I made months ago kind of overruled these other two circles, these predictions that I made for the month of April for Microsoft. It was that powerful, my original prediction about the 15th of April. So you saw some recoveries. So I think it was April 16 or 17 that kind of qualifies as a recovery because there was some recovery. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, it's April 16. It was indeed a recovery. So this circle right here was also correct. But we have to take into the consideration that this big dip right here was part of the April 15 prediction that I said it will happen and collapse the markets. So what happens next? I mean, these red circles right here, April 19 and April 21, were also part of this massive prediction that I made on April 15. And that's exactly what you're doing, what you're watching here. And let's do some zoom. And you're seeing right now April 19. This is where it starts. This is where it ends. Something about right here. And exactly like I said, it will be a very red day, a massive dip, just going downhill, downhill, downhill. It reached its peak right here, which is April 22. Again, correct, 100% correct. And it was a recovery also. So leading up to the volatility to April 24, which will be the price staying range right here. It stayed in range exactly as I predicted. Now what happens next? I said that April 25 or 26 will be a recovery. What happens on April 25? Look at this. It was a recovery. I mean, it took a dip from the day before, but the day behaved with a recovery. It was a green day, April 25. So you're seeing right here another 100% correct prediction. Now let's look at April 26. Again, this circle already fulfilled the prediction. But just let's look at what happened on April 26. It was basically a range, kind of a slightly downtrendy range, but it behaved very much like a range. I mean, you're seeing it right here. And then what happened on April 26? Okay, well, so remember, some markets, not all financial instruments open this day, so this was also kind of leading up to, I mean, was part of this prediction that I made, April 26. I mean, you're looking at right here, I mean, these two circles kind of overlap because they're the same day. So it was indeed a range, I mean, look at this, well, another 100% correct prediction. This is very good. I mean, nobody does this. Nobody has above 80, 90%, sometimes even 100% correct predictions. No one does this. No one on YouTube, at least. Probably some insiders do, but very few of them. I mean, I'm talking about the highest of the high. I mean, the very elites themselves. Only they could probably have such knowledge. Okay guys, so now let's see what happens on April 29 or 30, which this circle predicted that it will be a recovery or a green day at the very least. So another 29 was a dip. I mean, look at this. The price stayed in range after the dip, but it really was, I mean, it was a downtrend from the day where it started and where it ended. And also that happens to April 30. So this circle right here, you could say that is the only circle in the entire prediction that was wrong, that did not behave accordingly. But I think, like I said before, guys, I mean, NVIDIA is the biggest, one of the biggest, most important stocks right here now. I mean, NVIDIA is part of the Magnificent Seven. NVIDIA drives what is they called the AI boom. NVIDIA is very crucial to many things. And it might not be the largest stock, but the fact that it's so crucial to technology and to geopolitics and all of this, it means that it drives the entire market. So just want to remember, guys, I mean, this is Apple 30 for Microsoft. Was a downtrend. It did not behave as originally planned with this green circle. But let's return back to NVIDIA to look what happens on April 30, the last day of April, the last day of the month. NVIDIA, my NVIDIA chart has it on the red. And that's exactly what happened. So also Microsoft was on the red, but the circle was in green. So again, NVIDIA is very, very influential. So you could say that this circle right here in the NVIDIA chart kind of overrides the one on the Microsoft chart. Other than that, the entire month of April were very similar on both stocks. You saw it right now. I mean, exactly the same dips after April 15, like I said. I mean, exactly the same dips. The recoveries on these days, I mean, this was kind of almost the same chart for both of these stocks. It was insane, guys. So anyways, I don't want to make this video any longer. I mean, I already proved to you that you all saw this in real time. I developed this with you guys on the days. I mean, every single week I was updating this to you. I do not make any of this up. I do not cheat. I do not do anything. I mean, this is my talent, my gift, whatever you want to call it. I mean, this is it. This is it, guys. No one has this prediction. No one has this accuracy. No one has this power, let's say. So like and subscribe. This is going to get even wilder as the feature comes by. And the next week, I mean this week, the next day, I'm going to be making predictions for gold and probably oil also. I will be looking at oil. And if not oil, I will find another stock, whatever, that kind of interests me, and I will bring to the table another predictions for that, and let's see what happens with that. I'm especially interested in gold. I mean, you know, you guys know really why gold is so important, right? But anyways, you know, like I said, I mean, like and subscribe and comment when you think of this, and I'll see you next time, guys.